Hey guys, and warm welcome back to the channel. My name is Grace if you're new here, and this is the Rusty Thicket. This week I am working on terrariums. So if you've watched the channel before, you've probably seen me do some like really tiny ones, little crystal mushrooms, but I have been hanging on to some great thrifted finds lately that I really want to work into some slightly larger pieces. I don't know how these will sell. I don't know if people will like them, but it's just something I like doing, which is working with miniature stuff. So I've already stained the base of this one, but I thrifted both of these 𝍊𝑋𝍊𝑋𝍊𝑋𝍊𝑋𝍊𝑋𝍊𝑔𝑛𝍊𝑠𝑠. What? I don't know how to say that word. If anybody knows how to say that, good on you, because I never know how to pronounce it. But anyway, so I thrifted both of these. They actually say Okinawa on them, which is kind of cool, but I don't know how necessary for this project, so we may cover that up. But I think they're really cute because they've got these little glass birds on the top, and it just seemed very Forgotten Garden, which is, you know, our overarching theme for this year. So obviously I've handled this to death and my fingerprints are all over it, but we'll get to that later. I went ahead and stained the base. I wanted it to be a little bit darker of a color. And then I have all of our goodies, lots and lots of moss, of course, all of the hot glue gun sticks that you could possibly ever need. Lots of fun little goodies. So like I was saying, I thrifted a bunch of stuff. So like little tables, a little chair to go with it. I made a little pillow for an older project. It's like a matchbox project that I think this will go really well with. Lots of little mushrooms, of course, crystals, and look at this cute little coffee cup or teacup, whatever. So I just had a bunch of stuff that I thought would go really well on this project. So we're gonna have some fun with it. I don't know what the other one is going to be for anytime soon, but I think just like a cute little garden tea coffee situation would be adorable. So that's what we're gonna do today. Also, make sure you stick around until the end of the video where we are going to announce our winner for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I didn't have nearly as many people enter as I was hoping, so the 7 of you who did are getting a really good chance at getting the best giveaway I think I've done on the channel so far. So that will be at the end of the video. We will just draw out of Mr. Mushroom here because there were so few that I could do that this time. So make sure you stick around to the end and see who the winner is. Let's get started on making our cute little terrarium. Okay guys, so I've already stained this like I said. It used to be like a lighter pine color. I've got some of my moss here. I've got the E6000 glue, just the Gorilla brand of that basically. All my little trinkets are ready. So the biggest thing is I want this to look like Forgotten Garden, so it's going to be a little bit overgrown. It's going to have enough moss that the table will kind of like sink into it a little bit, but I still want it to be inviting and cute, like you would show up there for a little one-on-one tea party or something. I also have like this super cute little frog guy and some little mushrooms and a little bitty bird to put in this, and I think it's really going to be cute when it all comes together. So I'm going to start with the hot glue for the moss, and I'm going to do it in some pretty small sections because I don't want any of the wood showing if I can help it. I want it to really look I wouldn't say realistic. I don't want it to be crazy realistic. I want it to look very storybook in some ways. But I love miniatures. I think one of the best parts of miniatures is that you can completely manipulate the scene however you want. One of my favorite things about some of my favorite movies is miniatures. You know, Star Wars, even stuff like so yeah, we're just going to manipulate this in here as much as we can. I will clean this out as we go. just so that I can make sure that glass will fit back down in there. Hot glue works really well for this, but if you want something different, this 𝑓6000 is great. It just will take a little bit longer for it to dry. We're gonna use it on some of the other stuff that I don't want the hot glue showing as much. I feel like you can't be as precise with it on a lot of the smaller items. And then I'm a little bit crazy. I will go back through later and clean out all of my hot glue webs and stuff like that with like tweezers. But for the sake of moving along, we'll get to that later. Alright, this is looking pretty good. I like the mixture, so it looks kind of fresh and also has lots of dimension, the older stuff kind of peeking through there too. Alright. And then this table, it needs to be off-centered a little bit because I want the chair to fit up underneath it. But like, look how cute it already is. And I'll probably come through here and add some more, but I want to lay these down first just to be on the safe side. Alright, so I put this kind of off to the side just a little bit so that it kind of looks like, you know, you could just go and have a nice quick little sit right there. You don't even have to pull it out from the table. Things are looking pretty stable. And I'm gonna go ahead and add in some more moss to cover up a few of these areas. Really cute little tray that comes with all kinds of cute silver tea party type stuff, but they are charms, so I'm gonna cut off the little charm piece on the edge. And I'm just using like a jewelry wire cutter. Just one less thing to have in the way. And then that's gonna go up here. Pretty far back because I also want to add like a cute little nest or something that the bird can be sitting in. And then see, he's just gonna sit perfectly right there. That's gonna be so cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and even do that. And we're gonna try hot glue, but if it comes off really easily, I will be doing the 𝑍6000 for that. Now, I am using the 𝑍6000 on this because I do not want these little guys to be falling off of there. But I'm gonna take off all of their chains. Like, that's so precious. And I know it's hard to see from a top-down view, but I've got a couple other little views we can splice in here. This guy looks like he's gonna stay pretty well, so we're just gonna leave that for now. And we're gonna build this down on the ground before we glue the whole thing up there, because I think that's gonna work much better. But we're gonna do a quick test. Oh yeah, look at that. Fits in there great. All right, so before we do this, I would like to work on this kind of grassy area a little bit more. I really like the idea of this crystal. I think that's gonna be kind of cute. I'm not sure where yet though. Maybe let's do the mushrooms first. So I want the frog kind of hiding down here. And I definitely want a mushroom next to him. It would have been really cool to put the bird on the back of the little chair, but I was afraid it was going to run into the glass, but also it would have been very precarious and probably would not have stayed on there very well. So, you know, especially when you're thinking about selling stuff, I want things that are going to last a really long time, and the best way to do that is to make sure that when you're making them, you're making the right decisions. This little pillow I actually made for a Matchbox mouse back when I did stuff like that, but it's just going to be like a little cushion. That's so cute. I hope this is coming out on camera as well as I want it to. Okay, so that's super adorable. This is a little button bead of a flower, and I thought it would be cute to kind of add in as like another element. I also like that because of the bead backing, or the button backing, it's got like a stem that can kind of sit down in there and grab hold of stuff. And like, look how cute. So cute. And I'm gonna put a little mushroom next to it too. I just love building little landscapes and things like this. If I could have ever had the space and the time and the money, I absolutely would have been one of those model train girls. I just love building the towns and stuff like that. Did you ever play Zoo Tycoon or you know, even Sims or something? Make sure you guys leave a comment below if you love building little sceneries, towns, anything like that. Maybe it's the you know, like the collectionist, builder, control freak part of me that really loves being able to make that sort of thing. I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm vibing with the crystal yet or not. I'm really loving the mushrooms for now. I think I need another one over here. So let's go ahead and add that. This one's gonna need some moss kind of right around the edges to hide some of this glue. Don't forget, you can always like trim this stuff up, so if you feel like you've got too much or even not enough, adding it and then cutting it back is pretty easy. I like working with, it's not even fake moss, it's actually real dried moss. But even the fake stuff is pretty easy to work with. Should I have put the frog in the chair? That would have been pretty cute too. Okay, it's all right. So, before we move on to anything else, I really want to get this stuff glued down together so that I can let it be drying with enough time while we're working on some other things. All right, so while all of this is drying, I'm totally gonna set it off to the side so nothing gets bumped. Oh my gosh, you should see my pants. I'm absolutely covered in this moss. Now, one of the reasons I left a space out here on this guy is because this little cup came with a spoon, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with that yet. I also have a whole other one, and I believe this is supposed to be like a milk tea. These are all like little Japanese dollhouse pieces. I wish I could find more. These are just sometimes randomly at the dollar or like the 100 yen stores, but there isn't like a section for them here, and I just kind of have to keep my eyes peeled. And the second I saw these, after having thrifted this little guy, I knew I wanted to do like a tea, like a garden tea situation. So I think I'm gonna put one on the table and one on the tray, but I think I want to go with the darker one because the contrast will be better, and I can save this one for another day. But I might do both spoons. I'm not sure yet. All right, so the other thing that I have planned while we're still waiting on that to dry is that I have some of these really awesome kind of garden vintage stickers, and I think I might want to put some butterflies around on the glass. I need to see if they'll obstruct the view first or not, but we might try it once all of this is situated. And it looks like this is pretty well yeah, it's not just like floating around anymore, so I think I'm gonna use the E6000 for this too, because with the metal on metal, sometimes hot glue does not like to stick to that, and then this is a bit more gummy, so it shouldn't fall through the cracks as bad. Okay. So we're gonna see how well that does. I wish I had a cute little plate to go here, but I don't. Are we gonna put the spoon? I haven't decided. It's so hard to decide. Okay, I think we're just gonna leave it like this. I think that's really cute, and it looks more like it's like in the moment, I guess. And I believe I can do hot glue for this one. Just gotta put it in the right spot. It's like the teeny tiniest amount of glue I think I've ever put on anything. But it works. Oh, look how precious. So precious. Okay, so we're gonna start cleaning up the edges of this a little bit. I'm just gonna take basically the smallest little scissors that I have and go through. I basically just don't want any huge obstructions. And that looks pretty good. Now when I go to sell this, I am not going to have it secured. I want people to be able to take this top portion off just in case. If anything, you know, falls around, or if they decide they want to add something to it later on, because it would be pretty cute if you could find something to sit in there. This little area right here needs a better trim. All right, and then that is pretty much the whole terrarium. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I know it's really short and sweet and to the point, but basically, you know, you get to make them your own. So anytime you're doing little scenes and things like this, I kind of let the pieces build it. Anything that I have found that might work with this is usually, you know, trial and error. I was thinking about these little butterflies, and I think I am gonna add a couple of them here and there. So let's see what that looks like before we go. Now this is domed, so I don't want to put anything up to the top too much. But then they can also, since I'm not fixing this, they can spin it around and put these wherever they would like to see them. I actually do think that's pretty cute. So we're gonna go ahead and add a couple more. And I love this whole set. I wish I could do more with these because I think that it matches this whole vibe really well. Let's do one back here kind of high. Yep. All right, super cute. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Make sure you hang around here in just a second. We will discuss the winner for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and then I will see you all next week. Bye, guys. All right, you guys, it is time to do the giveaway. So in the little mushroom, I have 7 names that I can draw out, and whoever's name I pick wins the overall prize, which is actually this entire box at this point, and she's pretty hefty. There's lots of Japanese goodies, some artwork, and then of course the watercolor travel kit that we've been talking about and that I put together specifically for the channel. So here we go. All right. I'm not gonna look. They're all folded funny, so. 𝍊🋼🍊🋼🍊🍆. And I'm getting a phone call, so. Okay, sorry about that. My sister gave me a call, then I had some emails to answer, all that kind of stuff. But what I was trying to get at is 𝍊🋼🍊🍆. You have won. Congratulations. I cannot wait to send your package out to you. It is probably going to take a couple of weeks just because it's hard for me to get to my post office here with the times, and then obviously it's got to travel internationally, so it might be a little while. But make sure you hit me up on Facebook or Instagram, whatever your preferred social media is that has private messaging. My link tree is in the description box below, and you can find me there. We will do what we can to get your address and have that sent to you, and I just am so excited. I think you're the one that gave me all of the really cute emojis like in a line. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who did comment. I really love engaging with you guys, so the more you do that, the better it is. I do answer all comments. I do reply to all of them. It is taking me a little bit longer recently just because getting back into the swing of things. But if I haven't responded to one of yours before, I promise I'm getting to them. But yeah, just congratulations. I'm so excited for you. Make sure you find me on social media, and I will see you all next week. Thank you guys so much. Bye guys.